For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and today I am here with my full review of my brand new Spirit Halloween Lord Dakhanavar animatronic. So as you most likely know, I just recently came out with my unboxing of my Spirit Halloween Lord Dakhanavar right as it arrived in the mail. Well, today I have actually set him up in my room. I've put some thoughts in my head. I've come up with my actual review, and today I'm here to give you my full thoughts, my full reasoning to those thoughts, and my full reason why I recommend Lord Dakhanavar to you. Today we're going to discuss the price, looks, aesthetic, voice, and everything about this animatronic to see if it's a good animatronic or not. So, let's start the review.
No! Step back! No, wait! Come closer! Much closer! Let me breathe in your blood! I need nourishment. I must feast. And the only blood I smell is yours. You should not have come here. Now I will follow you until you give me what I need. Blood.
So the first bullet point I want to talk about in my review of Lord Dakhanavar is animation. So the animation on this guy is very interesting for a YJ hanging prop. So as you most likely know, if you're a Spirit fan, YJ has come out with Cocoon Corpse, Zombie Bait, Bloody Bag Jokes, and now Lord Dakhanavar, which were all YJ and were all hanging props. So obviously Cocoon Corpse had body movement and head movement. Bloody Bag Jokes only had body movement, but he had mouth movement. Lord Dakhanavar has mouth movement and head movement. So not like the other ones, Lord Dakhanavar has zero body movement, but for the first time on a hanging prop, he has nodding head movement and a mouth movement. So I really like this movement, even though it doesn't have body motion. It makes sense because on Cocoon Corpse and Bloody Bag Jokes, it kind of looked like that they were trying to escape whatever they were in. So Bloody Bag Jokes looked like he was trying to escape the body bag. Cocoon Corpse looked like he was trying to escape the web. Hanging Vampire, otherwise known as Lord Dakhanavar, isn't really trying to escape. He's in his own back wing, so why would he be trying to escape it? So I think it's good that they didn't include body movement on him. I do like the head movement on him, where the head that kind of nods up and down. I do really like it because, again, we haven't seen another hanging prop that has the same motion. The mouth movement is an interesting thing, which kind of, again, goes with animation. One of the things I don't like about this guy is the mouth movement, really, because I feel like the mouth movement on this guy is very similar to what happened in Bloody Bag Jokes. Since it's a hanging prop, the motor is upside down, and you have the upside down jaw movement, where it can't really move the mouth too much because it's hanging upside down. So it does move slightly, but it doesn't move as much as I would like it to. Either way, I don't really have a problem with it because I think he looks even cooler without the mouth movement. So I don't really have a problem with it. Even though you can tell that it's moving, but it's just not moving a ton. But again, not one of my biggest issues. Next up, we're going to talk about design. So for design, I have a lot to talk about. First off, before starting off this debate, I absolutely love the design of Hanging Lord Dakhanavar. Obviously, the reason I bought him, and I mentioned this time and time again, the reason I bought this guy was because of the paint job, detail, and veins on his skull. If you look at his head and his body, Spirit and YJ put so much time and effort into making sure that it looked like actual veins were on his head and on his arms. The skin looks like real skin color. The teeth have so much detail on it, and the design on this guy is absolutely tremendous. This is one of the best and probably my favorite animatronic of the season now, because the amount of detail and precision that went into this, making this guy really look like a real vampire. I absolutely love the skin color. I love how there's veins on the side of his head as well. The teeth are one of the most detailed things on this guy, because they actually have shadow on them. They have yellow and white marks on his teeth. And even the tongue is painted to look like an actual tongue. They did a really nice job painting him, and it's probably one of my favorite parts about him. Another thing that I really like about the design of this guy is his pitch black eyes. The pitch black eyes in this guy are really, really cool. They're scary looking. They definitely fit the vampire aesthetic, and I absolutely love how they ended up looking. Truthfully, I actually like the black eyes more than the red fading out eyes that happen when he's turned on. It would be cool if you could unplug that and make it where he just has black eyes, because I do really, really like it, and it just looks so cool staring into his deadly black eyes. His wings are also very cool looking because they are a dark gray. If they went with like a purple or something that wasn't this color that they did, it would have looked cartoony, but I really like how they ended up going with a dark gray that definitely does look like a bat wing. Even though it's not like a slick black or a matte black like an actual bat is, I like it more that it's kind of a dark gray because it looks more realistic, has a little more depth to it, and I think it does make him look more like a real character and not cartoony, so I definitely like that. Again, the design, I just love the design of this guy. They did a really nice job painting him, designing him, and making him into that vampire aesthetic. I absolutely, really, really love it. For the next thing we're going to be talking about audio. So I wanted to include talking about audio in this video because it's something that I don't talk about on other animatronic reviews, but there's a reason why I wanted to talk about it for him. So if you watch my unboxing of him, you're going to hear that I said when I first turned him on, I really noticed that the audio of him and his voice sounded much more higher quality than my other animatronics. Now, obviously, I uploaded that video, and then I set him up again, and I listened to it, and I definitely tell it sounds like Spirit put in a different speaker to this guy. Now, the reason I'll say is, and it's very hard to explain through a video, you have to get him in person or see him in person to understand what I'm saying. His voice sounds more realistic. Again, you could say, like, other animatronics sound realistic, but Hanging Lord Dakhanavar, he has a more, again, it sounds like a higher quality speaker where you can hear his voice better, and it actually sounds like he's talking to you rather than it just being audio that's playing off a control box. Again, I can't explain it to you, which is very annoying, but if you hear him in person, and you can't even hear it over a video, but if you hear him in person, it really does sound like a very, very high quality audio where you can hear him talking to you, and it doesn't just sound like a control box. I really, really like it. Another thing to talk about going with audio is his phrases and voice. The voice is really cool in this guy. I really like the voice actor and the editing they did on his voice. It kind of has a deep voice, and it definitely sounds like a vampire, so I really like that. The phrases. Originally, we didn't believe Hanging Lord Dakhanavar was going to have phrases, but then when it was revealed that he did in the description, I absolutely really liked them. I was still skeptical when I read what they were, but when I heard it on him in real life and in video with his voice actor and voice, they sound really, really cool. I love his phrases. I think they're really awesome, very creative. Again, it goes along very nicely with the voice, and it definitely fits in with the vampire aesthetic. Next up, I'm just going to be doing an overall kind of last touches, last notes on Hanging Lord Dakhanavar. So overall, I just want to say I absolutely love the Lord Dakhanavar animatronic. He has become tied with my favorite animatronic of the season, tied with Harvester of Souls. I absolutely really, really love this guy. I love him even more when I got him in person. That from detail to audio to voice to movement, he excels in everything, and he ties with my favorite animatronic of the season for this year. He's easily one of my favorite animatronics I own, and I 100% recommend him to anyone who's, if you're even thinking of getting him or you like vampires, he is so much cooler in person, and I absolutely love him. Again, he's one of my favorites in my collection now, and he is awesome. One last thing I want to talk about, which is just really quick, is his box. His box is really cool looking because they put some really nice pictures of him on the front and sides where it's actually close-ups of him, and it looks really nice on the box. And again, I absolutely love this guy, and I can't recommend him. I want to recommend him so much to you if you're thinking about getting him. He ended up coming out to $177.11. I got him on the Black Friday sale. The day he released, you were able to use the Black Friday sale, which gave you free shipping and a 20% off. Now, you can't use that code anymore because they stopped doing their Black Friday, but you can still get 20% off or free shipping on him, so I definitely recommend it. He's totally worth the price. Every single cent, I believe, is worth for him. He is so cool, and I absolutely recommend him to any haunter like myself. If there's another one of me out there who likes animatronics, I definitely recommend you get him. That's going to wrap up my full review on the Spirit Halloween Lord Dakhanavar animatronic. So let's cut to the outro. So that's going to wrap up my full review of my Spirit Halloween Lord Dakhanavar animatronic. Let me know or write in a comment down below. Are you going to be buying Lord Dakhanavar? Did my review sway you in the right direction? Did it not? Let me know or write in a comment down below. Again, even though the Halloween season is over, I plan to upload videos throughout the entire rest of the year. Halloween never stops on the GMHaunts YouTube channel. As always, remember, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more spooky videos. Goodbye.